where have I been? I mean, I know I was born in '90, you know what I mean? But you know, I've been asleep, you know what I mean? And go ahead and just give us a rundown of the discography, like your actual personal songs and albums.
Okay, so I have an album out called Let's Keep It Real.
Okay, and I think I'm familiar with this one.
Yeah, and I work with a bunch of producers on the record. Billy Moss, Chuck Boom, and A-Tone Boom from Babyface's camp. They call them the Boom Brothers. And then I work with, let me see, so many different producers. Then I work with this guy named Almond Jones on a couple of songs. Well, actually one song on the album. But basically, and now I'm meeting different producers as I go along,
right?
And that want to work with me, you know. And so I'm just kind of putting everything in order,
right?
You know.
Next thing you know, I mean, by the time you cut another album, you're gonna have just all types of resources to pull from. You know what I mean?
And then there was a song that I did with Billy Moss and Molly Music. Called Baby Be Mine. And Molly Music, he's gotten Grammys for gospel, contemporary, and like I said, Billy Moss has done so many great things.
Right.
And the song is getting a lot of action, you know. A lot of women love it, you know. So, and I actually sang it at the gala Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they loved it.
They loved it?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's what's up. You said it was down there at the W?
Or the Hyatt Regency.
The Hyatt. Okay, yeah. That's
Hyatt
what's
Regency.
up, man. Hey man, gotta make these moves out here.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
I remember I was talking to Gary Moody, you know what I mean, and we were talking about you know, the importance of the performance. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you know, that's one of the moments in an artist's, you know, career that they actually have to engage with their fans on an intimate level. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, tell us a little bit about your performance history.
So I went to Peabody Conservatory in Baltimore for 3 years for voice classical. And studied under a Russian teacher named Fred Mansour. And then I did some. He taught me some stage presence. And what I learned, even when I was doing shows out here in Pasadena, is people want to feel like they're the only ones in the room.
Right.
Women want to know they're the only one in the room you're singing to. So what I do is I go directly to them and not stand on stage. I can't just stand on stage. I gotta move around and get personal with them.
Exactly.
You know. Yeah. And then it makes them feel like they came to the show just for me to sing to them.
Exactly.
I can make someone feel like they're the only one in the room. Right. You know, and I think that is important because you have to act it out. Singing is like acting. Yeah. You got to make it believable. Right. And if you don't believe it, how you expect anybody else to believe it? You know. You know. So that's when you sing a song, you got to act it out. And even if show some pain, suffering, and then some happiness, people feel that. They feel that, you know. Exactly. So
I think it's good that you know, take a moment to actually engage with people. You know, go around, you know, put your hand on their shoulder. Hey man, how you doing? Thanks for coming out. You know, I'm LeGrand. You know, the new album's out. Check it out. You know, how'd you like the performance tonight? Are you guys have a great night? You know, that right there is key.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I've been to, you know, some local music shows where I was actually able to meet the artists that I came to see. And that's always a delightful thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But then you go to the big concert and I mean, you know, what are the chances of you getting backstage to meet Jay-Z or Drake or something like that? You know what I mean? So I think as artists, you know what I mean? It shows the fans that, look, man, he's down to earth, man. I'll support
I'm just like you guys.
Come on.
You know
what I mean?
It's just another job to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then also I want to say that, you know, when you work with people in the music business, you know what I mean? And, you know, the music business is so diverse and unconventional, right? That there is no, you know, we don't talk about, oh, you got a degree in what? You know what I mean?
No.
It's like, how long you been doing this?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That part.
But when you have people like yourself that are engaged in the music business, does music themselves, and has also had training in music, I think that right there is somebody that, you know, is reliable to learn from. You know what I mean?
Because you're building a foundation.
Exactly.
And an empire is built on layers.
Come on.
You know, so you have to build layers. And so if the top fall off, you got all these other layers you got to go through, you know. So I think that, I just think that music has to be a state of mind. I mean, when you become an artist, you have to really think like an artist, and talk like an artist, because you're a public figure, you know. And you have to be, like I said, you have to be nice to everybody. Like, I'm the type in the club, I'll go to the most unattractive woman in the club and sing to her.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Because she, you know, because people have put her down. You know, maybe she could be 500 pounds. And when I do that, these women, they freak out because they was like, oh my God,
it's special.
He doesn't care. I don't know. I don't go to those models. I go straight to the one that's in the corner by herself. And then what happens? Everybody starts to join in. You know, or if you bring your mama and she's in a walker, watch out. I'm gonna have her on this floor dancing with her, making her feel young again. You know, that's what music is about.
And that's how you build good esteem,
with
your audience. You know what I mean? And then, you know, when they see you do that for someone like her, then they respect that. You know, people.
And then not only that, when you take on that in your DNA and everything, even if you're not singing, people can pick up on your energy. Like when I was on the airport, this old lady just looked at me. She said, "It's just something about you," and we just started talking. And she does things for women that are homeless. You know, they got a facility, and we just started talking. And she was like, "Your spirit is so bright. The light is so bright." You know what I mean? Well, that's because I pray a lot.
Come on.
You know.
Come on.
So, you know, I mean, that's why I'm doing this.
That's right.